Most everyone agrees that effective science communication is more important now than ever, yet myths abound about how to communicate effectively. To start, communication should be tailored to one's goals. Researchers have a passion for their discipline that can inspire young and old alike. The ups and downs of research can be a black box for anyone outside the discipline, so it is just as important to teach about the process of science as to present the products of science. Communication may go beyond sharing information to attempting to help people make sound personal and policy decisions. Today, a whole host of scientific issues are controversial in the public sphere. Controversy can arise because of uncertainty in science, and that raises the question of how researchers should best communicate about uncertainty in science. Suffice it to say, that's a tricky question, one that deserves thoughtful consideration. Of course, controversy also arises for reasons that have less to do with the state of scientific knowledge. There may be ethical questions, and there are always trade-offs, lots of trade-offs, and two rational people can disagree when weighing the trade-offs. Communication is a form of teaching, with a communicator, an audience, a message, and channels of communication, which are ideally bidirectional, and all are situated within a social context. Yet the disciplines of science education and science communication hardly speak to one another. It's a communication breakdown. So in science communication, most of the focus is on the communicator, the channel, and the message. These are all important aspects worthy of focus, but somebody gets left out. In science education, both theory and exemplary practice make it absolutely clear that the audience is central, and their heads are not empty vessels waiting for knowledge to be poured in. The audience's knowledge, beliefs, perceptions, prior experience, affiliations, and emotions all play a role in how they process new information. In other words, regardless of one's goals, knowing and understanding the audience is key to effective communication. Research in communication, education, psychology, cognitive science, sociology, science studies, neuroscience, and other disciplines tells us a great deal regarding what people know about science, numeracy, how they respond to metaphors, how they perceive risk, the role of how an issue is framed, and the heuristics or shortcuts in reasoning that can trip up even the most systematic reasoner. Just as scientific researchers base their conclusions and recommendations on the best available knowledge, researchers, journalists, and other communicators need to be informed by the best available scholarship related to their craft. This knowledge can explain communication paradoxes like the backfire effect, in which stories meant to debunk myths can inadvertently have the opposite effect, leaving people with even stronger beliefs about the original myths. But there are ways to avoid this outcome. Lessons from scholarship can make one a better communicator and avoid the potential pitfalls of research communication.